Just one person entered that trade. Are you guys not in the VIP group? I surely hope that you're in the VIP group because you're missing on a lot of money. So there we go. 7 people. Okay. 7 out of 56. 8. Okay. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, we are now live as well on YouTube. Okay, so if you want to get on, if you want to watch it from YouTube, okay, this is going to be a recorded call. We're now live as we speak. You can go to www.legacyworldwideleaders with an S.com, and it's going to allow you to go straight to the YouTube. So feel free to plug in there. That's where this recording is going to be held at as well too. So you can share this with anyone that you want as we teach them what and how to learn what we do. So let me go ahead and bring up my video now. Once again, welcome to this call. Thank you for your patience. I know we were supposed to start a little bit earlier, but we finally got everything in order. That means anytime there's obstacles like that for me, I just figure there's some lives that are going to be changed along the way, and we're just trying to, the world's trying to stop us, but we're here. Okay, so welcome. For those who don't know me, my name is Randy Webb. I've been trading now for the past 2.5 years, got involved with I Am Master Academy. I've been a student there, still a student in I Am Master Academy, but I've gained a lot of insight. I went through the entire academy. I still plug into Go Live platforms. I still plug into the top traders inside of our company. So I'm always looking for different ways to elevate our strategy and to perfect it so that I can teach it to other people as well too, okay? So one thing I want to tell you, I am the derivative. What is derivative? It's the spinoff of what the right now. Okay, I suggest that you plug into the academy and you complete the 100 through 400 series, focusing on the 400 series mostly. Once you get through it, I want you to perfect that. Why? Because we're talking about a $7.7 trillion industry that is a game changer today. Okay, it is going to change your life if you learn it. Absolutely. And this product that we have in I Am Master Academy called the Harmonic Scanner. Wow. So just giving you my journey when I first got in, you know, we all start off where we want to scout, right? Everyone wants to be scout traders because we don't have the patience and we want to get in the market, get in, get out, and we want to make the money right then and there. But most of you know, as we teach you how to have patience and intraday / swing trading, okay, you can take a small amount of money and really double that money, okay? You know, I got excited when I really learned how to swing trade. Okay, now let me tell you what swing trading is not, because this is what a majority of people would call it when I first started. You would get into a trade. Your goal is to get a couple pips, get 5 or 10 pips, and the trade goes the opposite way, and then you'll call it, oh, it's a swing trade. That's not swing trading, okay? Swing trading is based upon the number of pips that you want to get out of the market, and you're willing to hold the position that you went in for maybe a couple days until you get 100 pips. Okay, that is what swing trading is. Swing trading has nothing to do with the drawdown that you receive. Okay, and this is what we're going to isolate. I figured I had a drawdown problem when I started. What is a drawdown problem? The trade, as soon as you push the sell button, it goes into a buy. Okay, the opposite way. Right. So I didn't enjoy those type of trades. So we figured out a way that we can isolate our drawdown by using this software, this harmonic scanner, because it's very accurate in the market, and then applying 4 confirmations that almost guarantee our success rate. It raises the probability. So I call it the high probability confirmation checklist for the harmonic scanner. Okay. And I'm going to give you 4 steps. If you've already went through the academy, this is going to make a lot of sense for you. If you have not, don't worry. I want you to watch what I'm doing more than what I'm saying on here, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me remove my controls out of here. All right, control panel. And let's get started. So first thing I'm going to go to IM.Center. I go over to strategies, and I'm going to click on the harmonic scanner. If you're checking in with us from YouTube, welcome to the call. Let us know where you're checking in from. Let us know if you're watching, no matter where you are in the world. If you're in the Bahamas, if you're in the UK, if you're in Australia, if you're right here in the United States, let us know your city, state, wherever you're checking in from, and let me know if you're receiving value on YouTube, okay? So we are started now. Like I said, anyone who wants to see this, or you have anybody you would like to plug them in either to live at chairman1000.com, or you can plug them in on our YouTube video. All right, so here's where we're gonna go. We're gonna find the harmonic scanner. And let me share this real quick. All right. All right, here we go. So real quick before we get started, so I've been talking about now, obviously, the things that you're going to learn in IM Academy. This is why it's so important for you to learn it. Okay, what you're looking right now is called TradingView. You can learn about TradingView in Series 200 of our academy. It's going to teach you how to chart out just like this. I love it. You see how this person charted out. Basically, what they're showing you Elliot's wave. Okay, so they're showing you exactly how the waves work, and so you'll see in some of these numbers here. So I'm going to show you a chart real quick. You can. I know if you can trade Forex, listen, you can trade anything because that's all that IM Academy did was make us lethal weapons, right? It gave us information to go out literally and chart. Like I remember sitting in front of an insurance guy trying to sell me on some bonds. And I said, okay, give me the ticker for it real quick. And what I was able to do right in front of him, I pulled it up and I said, tell me about because I'm a technical and fundamental analysis person, right? That's what they teach us. So I said, tell me about your stock and these funds that you invest in. He says this, and we expect to get this. And I said, okay, let me go take a look at it. And I literally put the ticker in, and I showed him where it was going, where it dropped at, and how it was going to continue based off the patterns that I was seeing inside the market. So understand the education is bigger than Forex because it's going to teach you, right? If you're looking at your retirement and you know a drop is coming, you might be able to make the call if you can control your hedge fund. Make the call and say, I need you to pull me out of this fund right here. I don't want to be in there right now because you can foresee a drop that's going to come in it. So understand that what we learn is very powerful, the tools that we get. So what I'm going to look at is American Airlines real quick. I'm going to just show you that. And then we're going to focus on currencies. Yes, GBP, CAD. Oh, you still riding UCAD? Congratulations. I closed out UCAD today when we went as a profit. If you're still in UCAD, you made profit. Absolutely. If you set your stop loss, of course, unless you re-entered, you probably got taken out in 3%. Or no, if you set your stop loss in profit the first time, you got taken out in profit and then pulled back and then you re-entered it. So it was all up to you how you stayed in that trade. So what I'm going to do is real quick is AAL. We're going to look at this ticker, American Airlines. So I'm going to show you guys the power of understanding what to do here. Okay, so trading, look, I had already called this. I want you guys to see this. Now, obviously, I want the big push up, but when we were right here, okay, I seen the head and shoulders. That's what this was. And so we got to increase up to $12.90. Now, stocks, I'm not in stocks to trade stocks. I'm in stocks for long-term investment right now. If you don't realize it, we are in a heavy sell in this. I call that my seed money, plant my seeds, looking for my harvest. This is where I'm planting some of those seeds at. And then I take some of that and I place it in the stock market. Because where else am I going to place it at? In my bank account? My bank account does not pay me anything right now. As you realize, the Federal Reserve brought interest rates down to 0.025 and they may bring it down even lower. So you're basically losing money by keeping your money inside of your bank account. So you need to find somewhere to place your money that you're going to hold so that it can continually grow. So man, look at, we're sitting at $9.22. I want you guys to realize where this currency has been at. And in this, it's going to load up the whole chart for us. Let me go to the 4 hour. So some of you see this, right? So it was in this channel here, and then it made this plummet. Went to the top here at 30, made the plummet. 2017, we were at $60 a share here, okay? So right now we're at rock bottom. You guys can see we're at rock bottom with American Airlines. So there's only one way but up. Now, you may ask, well, what if it plummets all the way? There is no way, okay? And I'm not gonna guarantee that, okay? Can it happen? Yeah. I don't see this going straight down to all the way to zero it out. The company just a serious floor happen here. So you guys see this is a floor. So we have a floor that's happening here. Okay. So at some point it's going to keep on bouncing. So it's going to go up and down, up and down. These are your traders probably trading it, right? Shorting and going long, and they're trading the stocks. I don't trade stocks. Okay. I do long-term investments in the stock market, and I trade in the Forex market because the Forex market is more. Consider changing that to the Forex market. Okay, we're making way more returns in the Forex market because of how much money is circulating there. So I may call me biased, but from what I know, $7.7 trillion circulated here every single day versus 22 billion in the stock market. So we're going to get way more results out of the foreign exchange market, and then you can use the stock, hold your money there, at least some of it, not all of it. Obviously, if it plummets, you don't want to lose your money or lose a percentage of your fund. So right now, a lot of my capital is being held in the American Airlines until it makes the shift. And so what I'm looking for is probably a 3x in what's in my account versus, and if I hold it long enough, possibly the market is going to come back stronger. Now, what you got to understand about these money markets, okay? You know, we have these things called impulse and correction moves. When a market drops, okay, or corrects, and that's what's happening, the whole market is resetting and correcting, it always comes back way more stronger. So if it does that, man, we're looking at not only 30, 60, maybe 120. Who knows, okay? But I'm looking at the tech analysis part, we know it's going to go up. That's all that matters right now. So it's $9 per share right now. Hopefully you have the money to get involved. I don't care if it's buying a couple shares. Watch your money grow, folks. What else are you going to do? Keep it in a bank account? Spend it? No, this is the time to really put your family in position to win wealthy, okay? Create a lot of money for your family. So, all right, enough of that part. Now let's talk about Forex, okay? So, folks, this is what we call the Harmonic Scanner. It finds reversal patterns in the market, okay? If you don't know about 300 series, okay, in the academy, as these are our juniors in the Forex market, okay? Go there and learn about price reversals. Got people calling in, they don't know that we're trading here. So learn about price reversals, okay? So today I'm going to teach you a powerful tool that we find price reversals in. So here we go. Now let me go ahead and bring the chat back. If you have questions in between, don't open up your line, but just type it in the chat. Even if you're on YouTube, just type out what you want or what question you may have. So here's where we're starting off. The first indicator, first of all, and I don't use it as one of my steps, but we got a harmonic scanner pattern. So I want you to understand that the pattern itself, are you seeing a different screen? So let me make sure I'm sharing right. Can everybody see the harmonic scanner screen? I'm seeing on YouTube, I'm seeing the harmonic scanner screen now. No. Maybe it's delayed. Let's see if it's delayed. You know what? It's delayed right now. That's what's happening, but it's still sharing. So let me let it catch up. So my screen is stuck right now. Oh my goodness. Don't worry, we're going to get through this. You know, we are going to get through this today. That means there is someone on this call that needs this information. That's all that I know. Okay, and I'm going to give it to you. That's weird. You're right. I don't know why it's still. All right. Yeah. Today is going to be a day. We're going to get it done. It's showing my internet is unstable. That's what's happening. All right, let's see if this does it right here. What do you guys see right now? All right, good. Okay, so we're on the scanner now. I think YouTube may be paused. Hopefully it catches up. Okay, there it goes. Going through it now. All right, great. We're gonna get through these issues, folks. So let's go ahead and here goes the training. Let's start now. I will take a look at the chat here. See harmonics. There we go. Okay, we're on harmonics now. All right, so harmonic scanner is the most powerful thing that we have. Why? I've done the research on it. If you research anything about harmonic patterns, because the market repeats itself, these patterns are continually, and sometimes they overlap over each other, but they're constantly happening in the market, and the harmonics know that the market is going to reverse based off of that pattern. So you have the butterfly, you have the Gartley, you have the bat, you have the shark, and they all have certain type of measurements about them. Now, I don't want to have to do all these measurements, so I like that the software does it for me. So today, we let the software do the work, do the heavy lifting, find the patterns like an alert for us, and then we turn around and we just validate it. So really, I'm gonna give you 4 confirmations, but really the first confirmation is your pattern itself. So this is what I'm gonna teach you is not something you do outside of the pattern. You need the pattern. It's strong to tell you how the market is going to reverse and how far it's going to reverse, okay? So I want you to understand the significance behind the actual harmonics. Now, can you draw out your own harmonics? Absolutely. You learn how to draw out your own harmonics, which they teach you in the 400 series, then you don't need the harmonic scanner. And if that's your goal, definitely do that. You can learn how to draw harmonics yourself. If you're like, forget that, you're like me, you're like, I don't want to draw any harmonics, okay? I'll let the system do it and I just want to validate it. Then I want you to listen to the 4 confirmations I'm going to give you so that you can use our scanner, okay? So here we go. Let's go to our H4 chart. So I like to use the bigger time frames. The 15-minute, it just moves, you don't know really the overall trend, because if you use the 15 minutes, then we have to still convert and learn what the overall trend is, because it might be a reversal just to the trend line. And you don't want to get in that. You want to get into an actual market reversal where we're looking at, when I talk about Elliott's wave, the market moves in 5 waves. I want to be able to ride it up because I'm a swing trader. I want to be able to ride all 5 waves up so I can capture 100, 200, 300 pips in a week, okay, off of one trade. That's what we're teaching right now. You no longer have to look at your phone all day. You know, some people thinking, let me dispel this myth. You'll hear things like day trader or intraday trader or swing trader, and people think you're in front of your computer all day. It's quite the opposite. I don't like to be in front of my computer all day. I want to enter my trade, make my money, go about my business, and live free. And that's exactly what I do with my life today as a trader. Okay, I put in a couple trades. We call some trades Sunday. We close out them on Monday and Tuesday. We were already done for the week. The rest of this is all charity. What does that mean? It's extra. Okay, so now me training is extra today. So let's go into our first one here. As soon as it gives you a pattern, I use Trader's Way. So I choose that as a broker. And typically it has the most trades on our scanner. Okay, so here's CADJPY. It's showing us that is a potential reversal to the upside. So the first confirmation that I'm looking for, okay, or the first thing that I say do in our confirmation is we want to find the consolidation. Okay, so here we can see this is where the market, it's just beginning off. So this is where the market was trending, okay? So this is what I'm gonna call my zone here. So I'm actually would highlight this, but instead of doing this, since it haven't started yet, it's not consolidated over here, I'm actually gonna just use this right here and we're gonna skip to number 2. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write down some notes because I want you to really get this. Let's do a text box, okay? So number 1. We want to, or number 1, box up the consolidation area. The reason we do this because you're gonna go down to a smaller time frame. All right, number 2. We are going to look for a bearish or bullish divergence. And I'll explain what that is. Number 3, look for entry based on candles. And number 4, look at currency strength on the strength meter. All right, so that is what we're looking at there. Put some borders around there. Text wrap. Here we go. So this is our checklist. All right, so here's what we're looking. So is I'm going to go down to a smaller time frame. Okay, so once I box up the consolidation, move to a smaller time frame. Let me put this. Let me put that on there too. On H4, then go down to H1. All right, so now we're going to go down to the H1 chart. So this is our zone that we're looking at here. Now we'll go down to the H1. This is okay. What? Look for bear. Let's talk about what divergence is. Okay, divergence is when price. This is price. Current price is doing something different here than it's doing on the RSI. Okay, so if it's trending down, for example, from here to here on the actual price, but then it starts to move up on the RSI, it's letting me know that momentum. Volume to the downside, bearish market is losing momentum. So that means that sellers are leaving the market and it's turning into a bullish market, a buyer's market, okay? So this is why we call this bullish divergence. It's typically going to be represented by the RSI trending up while the actual currency that you're looking at the chart is trending down. So here we barely can see it, but it's there. This is now be a slam dunk trade, in my opinion, for me. But here's what we got. So anytime you run it, if you're going to run it at the bottom, all of it is ran at the bottom. So typically for when we're looking for bullish divergence, okay, we're running at the bottom. We're a bit get confused. So how do you know whether to put it at the top or bottom? Okay. And then we look from the same point. So from here, you see this point right here, same area, go straight down. And so I go from this point to the same exact point. So from this point to this point, okay? So it's not a heavy shift. It's not necessarily ready yet. We still got some shifting down to do. So it's going to come down. As it does that, we're going to see that bearish divergence shift up while this is shifting down. And then we're going to look to actually go into that trade for the buy for this one. So I would say personally, for me, this is not a slam dunk yet. It's not ready. Okay, but when it is ready, it's going to shift up. So let's go to our next one now. Let me copy and paste this. Can't see if I'm highlighting this or not. I think I did. All right, let's go to the next chart. So the next one, GBP, our favorite friend. We've been eating off of GBP CAD all week, folks. Okay, so let's see. It looks like, did it pull up a little bit? We went into this trade. I know it went down for about 20 pips for a second. Okay, it looks like it's pulling back to the trend line. Okay, so we were in profit in that one. It just pulled back there. All right, so let's take a look at this one. Now, we've already talked about you guys seen this on my, go to part 1 and part 2, and you'll actually see me walk through this trade before. This trade, we got in this trade. Some people are still holding. Some people got out and got back in. I got out and got back in. I finally closed what we have is trending down, right? We already took profit for TP2. Okay, that happened already. And so now the market is testing. So I'm gonna go down to a smaller time frame. We're gonna talk about continuation patterns on this one. Okay, where this one already did the reversal. So now we're just talking about how to continue. And I'm gonna tell you, there'll be times that you'll be able to identify. No, that's not divergence right there. Now, when looking at a sell opportunity, the best time to sell, okay, is off the trend line. Okay, it's off the lower high, right? So we got in around this area. This is where we initially got in at the beginning. Okay, price created a flag. Okay, right there. We call that trading the triangle. You're going to find that, I believe, in your 300 series. Okay, we had some more consolidation here. That happened here. We got in yesterday, and I woke up this morning in profit, closed that out. Okay, we went 100 pips from here, dropped 100, and then it created that reversal there. Okay, then today, it tested off the top real quick. Okay, I ended up calling the trade. We got in around, I think we got in around here. I was looking at getting around here, but it was looking suspect, so I didn't get around here. We got in right at this area here. So price is currently pulled back a little bit. So long as it doesn't pass, stop loss is set here. So why is stop loss set here? Let me talk about it. Stop loss is set at 75950, and I'll tell you why I set that. Some of you can see, you understand, right? That's our lower high. And when I finish, you're gonna realize trading is just as easy. Okay. So this is the lower high here. So anytime you're selling, your goal is to do it off a lower high. And then of course, if price goes above this area, it broke structure. Okay, that's why I have the stop loss there. Okay, so if it breaks structure, we're no longer in a downtrend. Okay, and that can happen. So I am aware what I'm looking at right now. This can possibly be a potential head and shoulders. So if it does go up there and hit our stop loss, okay, it's all right. Okay, we're done with that trade. We've already taken a lot of money from the market doing this. But other than that, that's it. We're looking for this trade to actually fall here. So we're going to see what's happening. It did just bounce off the cloud here. Let me look at the currency strength real quick. And I didn't have time. Some of you were talking about putting your stop loss in profit. If you did that, great. You did a good thing. I didn't have time. I was dealing with this and didn't put my stop loss in profit. So it's all good. So look, GBP CAD. So it looks like the strength went down. So that's what's happening. So this is the pullback time. So let me give you some major times so you can know. This is a cheat code. I wake up about 5 a.m. to my trades. You'll realize this morning I was up about 5:30, maybe 6, and that is the pullback time. The market typically pulls back around that area because that's the rest between 5 to 8 a.m. For the New York time. And so you'll get the pullback. So right now the market is about to transition again. And I realize it does it every pretty big changeover. So the market's about to change over again. So this is kind of what's happening. Okay. But anyways, we're still in the sell for this one. I'm still expecting this one as of right now, unless structure is broken. I'm expecting GBP CAD to drop. Okay. As long as it retests off this trend area, okay, we're going to get our last push down and take it to 72.5. Okay, so that's GBP CAD. Let's look at some other trades. We crushed this one, right? You guys woke up in the morning and you hit TP. That thing even dropped even more. Check it out, man. We could even stayed in and caught another we could have caught another 100 pips. But we did TP3. We locked it up. We made the money. All good. And then with our scanner, what happens? This is UCAT. We just, for those who stayed in UCAT. So remember I talked about UCAT. I knew UCAT was going to pull back, and it pulled back, and it's finally creating this. So we took profit here. Now here's what we're going to look for GCAT. Now we're just talking about continuations in the pattern. So I'm just telling you what I see right now, talk you through it. If you're in GCAT right now, I closed out my GCAT. Okay. I just took the profit where it was. If you were in before, you probably took about 20 pips of profit before it pulled back on you the first time. Right? You see price respected there, boom, hit off. Right? This is why I'm on what was happening. Price top, okay? So if it doesn't pass through this, zone here, you see this? Let's go across. You see how that's perfect here? Perfectly, this is a big price reversal area, okay? So when I go all the way across, you see that every time price, it was once a floor, then it became support and so forth, same thing. So for me to enter this trade, I need to break past this point before I re-enter USD CAD. Otherwise, USD CAD is going to drop. Okay, so if you're in USD CAD in profit, secure your profits, bring your stop loss in profit. And if it does break, we're going to look to enter again, and I'll look for this break once it happens. Because this is a critical area. If it breaks this, it's going to come back and retest it first. So you don't have to worry. Don't get anxious and try to enter before it confirms, because it might wick in and then fake you out. And let me see if the next push up is worth it. So the next push up is supposed to be the 42.66. So from 31, so yeah, we got another 100 pips potentially, but we got to wait for the break. Okay, so wait for the break at 1 point. What do we call this? At 1.41555. Wait for that break there. Wait for the retest. Okay, remember, based off your academy, how many retests do we need? 2 to 3 retests. Okay, that's the play. So UCAT, we're looking potentially for the possible buy. Now, if it rejects off of this zone, guess what it's going to do? If it rejects off, then you can expect it's going to do this. And then what you can do for this one, if you decide if you want to go with this push, you're going to wait for it to break this area here. I would wait for the break of the trend line before I enter the market, because otherwise it might just be doing this. It'll bounce a couple times, then it'll shift up on you. So you want to wait for several things. So right now, we're waiting for either it to break this resistance area or break our trend line, retest it, shift down. That's UCAT, okay? All right, let's push on. I'm trying to find an actual trade that we have. Now, typically on our Harmonic Scanner, the market is going to reset around 5 to 6 o'clock. We'll get all of our new patterns, it'll scan the market again, and then it's going to give us our brand new patterns. Once we get our brand new patterns, we can start going into trades. So if you're using the Harmonic Scanner, the best time to look at your trades for the Harmonic Scanner is starting at the Tokyo Sydney session. So around 5 to 6 o'clock, you'll get all the new patterns. And this is when you can start doing your analysis, and then you look for the opportunities that you want to do for the week, and then you call it. Okay, this is EuroCAT. You know, this is an ugly looking trade. So we went past UCAT the other day as well too. So, but let's see what we have. Let me go down one time frame. Okay, here we go. Let me just show you some quick divergence real quick, right? So as soon as you see this, you're going to learn how to get out of the market, okay? So literally, it went all the way up. It hit TP3, okay, for EuroCAT. Then came down. It reversed. Came down, okay? And then, boom, now it's here. Let me see. Let me run something real quick. I'm going to see if this is going to be. I'm running the Fibonacci to see where it retraced to. Now, for those who want to learn about Fibonacci retracements, okay, you're going to learn about this tool in your 200 series. And then you're going to learn more about this in your 400s. Christopher Terry's going to go over it with major detail. Significant numbers, 61. The numbers I like to pay attention to, 61 and 78. So boom, right off my 78, that's awesome. Okay, this is good. This is just bonus trading happening right now. You don't worry. This is not what you have to do using the scanner. I just happen to see it, so I'm seeing what trades we can revive on here. Okay, so from here to here, automatically caught divergence. Okay, and it bounced off my 78.6. So it retraced 78% of the time, and then it reversed. That's good. Most trades are going to do that. So there goes our divergence right here. You see from here to here, this is called bullish divergence. Okay, hence then market shifted up and hit TP2 again. Okay, so if you understood this, you would have been able to hop in this trade right here. Then we looked at our candle formation. We got our doji candle. Okay, we got our engulfing candle. We go. So if you would have got in from this point here, we would have made 100 pips just like that. Okay. Now let's just see if it's going to be a next wave here. The reason I'm doing this, folks, right now, there are no open. I was looking at the scanner. There's nothing really major on the scanner right now. So what I'm going to do is find a trade and go through the checklist with you. But just bear with me as I'm finding real trades in the market right now. Okay. So it's going to retest this area. I'll wait for the retest. And I'll say right around this area here, once it breaks structure, let's see. Initially, I'll take it up to 153.521. What is that? That would be almost what? That's about 80 pips. So here's what I'll wait for this one. Okay. It looks pretty good. Let's look at the currency strength and see what it says. Now we're right at crossover. I wouldn't hop in any trades now. This is when the market is very slow right now, so you don't want to hop in right now. So we have Euro CAD, so Euro and CAD. Guess what? Euro is stronger, but I would wait for the changeover. I wouldn't hop into any trades right now. I would wait for the changeover, but have this in your mind. Okay, like I said, it's going to come back, retest this area, and then it will shift back up. So we can look for a potential 80 pip push for EuroCAD once, and I will wait to after 5 o'clock. Wait till the spreads calm down, and then just pay attention to EuroCAD for the buy. Okay, that one. We haven't gotten to really focusing on the scanners just yet. What I'm going to do is just probably show you some trades that we. So GBP NZD has already happened. NZD JPY, nothing there. A lot of divergence here, though. I'm going to show you that here. Okay, it's already happened. Already happened. Let me see if I have anything in the day chart. Typically, I only focus on the H4 chart. Let's see H1 if we have anything new that popped up. Okay, here we go. Let's just use, so this is, so once again, we're gonna box up the consolidation. So first thing, box up the consolidation. So this is the H1. Let's just try this one. We're gonna box up the consolidation area. So I'll just go from here to here. Okay. Now I'm gonna go down to my 15 for this one. We go down one time frame. All right, so I'm looking for divergence. So let's say from here. And it looks like there were several transitions actually. So let's go from here to here. And it's from wick to wick. Okay. So you see market is moving down, right? And then from the same, let's see if we have anything. Slight, not that big, slight divergence, okay? Now we do have divergence here. If you look overall, yes, this is divergence. Price is obviously shifting down and it's shifting up here. So we have divergence, but I'm just doing the proper way is from point to point, okay? The price leveled out right here while it's still shifting down here, okay? Then it made its push up. Now what we look for, now I'm on the 5 minutes, so Would this have been a comfortable entry for me? Probably not, because I don't have my engulfing candle, or I don't have my necessarily my doji candle that I would have wanted here. So I wouldn't necessarily have said this is a slam dunk trade for me personally, because I wouldn't have found the proper entry. What I'm really looking for, let me tell you, maybe something like this. So for the third step, we'll be looking for our candle formation, and I'd have been looking for something like this, either a spinning top, okay, a hammer. I think they also call this a morning star. That. So I think this may come down first. Now this is a good one right here, but this is not necessarily all the way ready just yet. Okay, so I'm gonna let this go through its deal, because what we wanted here, unless I go down the 5 minute, I can't go down the 5 minute on here. So I would want the engulfing pattern, and then we get our shift up. So I don't call this is not a slam dunk trade, is what I'm telling you for this one. But money wise, let's see if you decide to go into it. It's just 50 pips there. So 50 pips for TP2. So 50 pips for TP2, and if it went all the way to TP3, now I want you to understand the market repeats itself. Okay, about 40 pips to TP3. So 90 pips total for this trade. Now what I'm looking at, okay, understand there's going to be pullbacks. The market repeats itself. So if it pushes up, when you look left, that may be the first point it hit, and then it's gonna correct. Then around this area here, it will correct, and then around here you might get a big pullback here, okay, and then you get your final shift up to TP3. Now, so that let's say we found our entry point. The last step, we're gonna go to our currency strength meter. Look at that real quick. USD JPY. USD needs to be stronger than JPY. It's not, okay? So it's a fake out. Right now, USD is weaker. JPY is very strong, so I wouldn't even go into this trade. So that would be a no right now. You don't go into this trade. Looks like the market is resetting right now as we speak. It's finding trades as we speak. Let's see. Yep, there we go. It just gave us USD JPY. All right, so now we got a bigger trade. Here we go. You see how that just happened? Now let's talk about this. And we just did it, right? So let's go down to the smaller time frame. It literally just now, you see this? That's a comfort zone right there. Okay, here we go. We had a smaller time frame. We clearly see it now. So if I go from here to here, so we see it now, boom. And that wick is kind of there. So really it's still the same thing. But there goes my engulfing candle, pull back. So I still don't like, this needs to change the currency strength meter. So we're going to wait for that conversion. Like I said, I wouldn't enter any trades right now anyway before the market, because the market is about to shift. So I'm not calling any trades right now, but let's keep our eyes on USD JPY, looking for the buy. Okay. It's going to pull back a little bit, but we have some good patterns here. So the only confirmation we're missing right now, we do got some divergence in the market, not heavy divergence. So the first push we're going to be looking for to TP1 is, let me see, it's calling, that's going to be about 30 pips. If the market opens up and it hits this place, don't worry. All we're going to do is call it. We're going to wait for the pullback. No big deal. Remember, we're catching the reversal. Okay. There's 5 waves that are moved in the market, so we don't have to rush this thing. We want to ensure that we go into slam dunk trades, that we guarantee that we're going to close out every single time somewhat in the profit that we want. So we can wait for this one. I just seen someone post that, it's 10% trading and 80% waiting. 10% mindset, 80% waiting. That's true. We're going to look for the setup. Here's our setup. We're going to wait for the market to give us what we want, and then we're going to go into the trade. So if it does shift up, all we're going to wait for is it to consolidate again, and then we're going to look for the continuation on it. Okay? All right, so let me see if there's any other trades that we can look at for the divergence. I want to explain divergence a little bit more. All right, UCAD's making this move. By the way, so you see that how it respected the trend line? Let me show you this. So literally came up, respected the trend line. Now we got it dropping again. So it's powerful. All right. Okay, so let me just go to let's just walk through this one. So I can't find, there's no trades right now. So let's just show you how we entered this market here. Okay. So first thing, we go to the 4-hour. This was our consolidation area here. So you can clearly see it. We're going to box it up because you'll get confused if you don't box it up. You'll see it clearly on the 4-hour, and then when you get to the 1 hour, it'll look way different. So first step, we box up the consolidation. So now I'm going through the steps of how to use the scanner. This is the strategy. You box up the consolidation. First step, okay? Nothing else. Boom, that's all you have to do. Done. We go down to one time frame lower, okay? So now I'm gonna go to my 1 hour. What I want to see in that box is I want to see divergence. So for a sell, I want to see bullish divergence. What is that? Bearish divergence for a sell. What is that? Well, what it means is on the actual chart here, that's what we're looking at. It's actually trending up for the actual price. And on the RSI, it's trending down. This is why we call it bearish divergence. This is letting me know the RSI is significant, or the MACD is significant, because it's letting me know that volume, okay, bullish volume, okay, is leaving the market, right? So it could be in the banks that are trading, the market was shifting up, shifting up, shifting up. It looked bullish, you had your uptrend, and then all of a sudden you see it moving up, but then you get something like this. And you could have been ready for this because you actually see the divergence happening. So let me draw it out for you. So from here, this point here, this candle, like I said, if you do it from the top, it's always top to top, okay? All the way up. Let me change that red so you can see it. Okay, you see that there? So increasing up. And then we go down to the same place, straight down, and it's opposite. It's trending down. Okay, this is based off price, so it's really price action happening here. Okay, so some people look at the wicks, you'll know with this wick that price is going to reverse, but we also got this confirmation here that boom, the reverse was happening. And then what happens, we want to enter the market. Let's say none of this was here. We want to actually enter the market. So we go down to our 15-minute chart, okay? And number three, we're looking for entry based off candle formations. So you're like, Randy, what is a candle formation? Okay, we're looking for an engulfing pattern. What does that mean? What does engulfing mean? It's when if we're looking to sell, is when your sell candle is bigger than your buy candle or the previous candle before. So this, what I call either a spinning top or a doji candle, you don't have to know the exact term, with a small body, long wicks. That's what matters, okay? So price went up, long body, small body, long wicks. The market is now confused and says, hey, we're about to do something different. I already got divergence here. I was looking for it. We got our big engulfing candle. That means it's engulfing the small candle. Boom, we're in for the trade. Or, okay, you might call this the evening star. So you can go look this stuff up. Now, most people try to trade with candle, and I'm gonna tell you, candlesticks alone, can you trade it? You can probably scalp a little bit, but it's not going to give you the overall confident feel that you're doing the right thing. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Google candle. Candle patterns. So I want you to understand what I'm looking at when I say it. For those who are in GBPCAD, you can look at GBPCAD and you see we just started a new candle, right? Do you see the doji candle on GBPCAD, how it went right off the trend
Hello
line?
guys. Today you can learn candlestick
Oh,
patterns.
sorry, this is a video. I didn't want that.
What is a candlestick? A candlestick is
Let's see. I'm trying to give it. I want you to see it. Let's see if I can expand this. Let's go back. Let me get. It's this right here. This is what I want to show you. And we see these are the patterns I want you to remember. Because along with the harmonic scanner, this is why we're going straight into profit. Because this attached to harmonic scanner is what's changing the game for us. Also using the currency strength meter, we're giving ourselves basically 5 confirmations that the market is reversing. Guess what? The more confirmations, the stronger it is that it's going to happen versus if you have 1 confirmation. So this is why I say us doing it with the harmonic scanner is powerful. That's why a majority of us, who, if you've been trading with me over the past 4 weeks, we haven't taken any loss. The only loss I've taken, Canada, I threw an AUD trade, but we were already in the trade. We had already profited, but I had re-entered the trade. So I won't even say that we didn't even use this strategy. I was trying to catch a continuation on it, okay? And so that was the only one we've actually taken a loss on. All the rest of them, we go immediately into profit, 0 drawdown. Now, not 0 drawdown. It may pull back, draw down about maybe 5 pips, but for the most part, we go straight into profit. Okay, so for example, we went straight into profit with GBPCAD and then it pulled back. So if you wanted to go in and like just take that profit there, you could have took profit and then redid it again. Okay, so let me go get away from this. Well, I'll have this prepared next time. I'm going to do an actual training on the candle formations, because once you get that to what I want to suggest to you, just remember I'm going to talk about doji candles, long wicks, like these things right here. This is called a hammer, an inverted hammer, morning stars, evening star. You learn a little bit. You just know just the difference. Okay, that connected to the harmonic scanner and the reversal and the currency strength meter is what gives us our slam dunk trade. Okay, so boom, we look for our doji, we got it, we enter the market, we sell, we put our stop loss right above. Okay, you can keep a tight stop loss if you want to, or you can put it right above the previous high, and then you're set. We ride it down. So we've literally taken, because we did start from here. Let me show you. We've taken a lot of money. BPCAD. Yeah, I might have to move to the UK. I'm just kidding. So this is what we've done already. And we've re-entered the market. So some of us taking even more. I was in GBPCAD at the previous entry as well too. So 215 pips. We just went back into this trade. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's actually down. I went back into this trade. We took some more money out of the market. So 300 pips is what we made so far off this market so far. 300 pips this week. We did this. So just know how powerful this is, and GBPCAD is dropping nicely. Okay, so let me just show you the formation that happened. This is what I'm talking about right here. That paired off it's done. Okay, we're done. This is entry. So those who are not, and I say, and you can enter the market now because we're all in this one. If you want to enter prior to market changing over, this is the one we are in already. Okay, you can enter GBPCAD. Stop loss goes at 9.5. So what do we say that? What did I tell you guys to stop? Stop loss is at 1.74650, I think it was. Let me make sure though. Look at my stop loss. We had stop loss at 950, so 74950. Now, if you wanted to, after this drops, you can play stop loss probably above this area here, but I'll wait for, you need to wait for this 15 to close out before you move your stop loss, okay? Otherwise, our stop loss is here, previous high, okay? If it passes this is when structure is broken. So we're looking at GBPCAD for the continuation of the sell, and then we get this next drop back down to 73.8. So we're looking at a 70 pip drop to this area here. Okay, TP1 for us, for going back in. All right, and then pair with the cloud. I'm looking at my cloud and I'm watching my red line about to cross under the blue line again, so that gives me more confirmation. So what we're waiting for, folks, we're gonna sit and wait. USD CAD, USD JPY, we're gonna wait for the buy, but we're gonna enter this one after the market opens back up, after 5. Okay, so last step. So 3, look for the candle formation, the doji. Step 4, we look at the currency strength. Once we have the currency strength, we can push the sell button or the buy button. Okay, currency strength at livecharts.co.uk. And like I said, GBP/CAD is no strength there. USD is weaker than JPY. And that's it. This is the strategy, folks. This is what allows us to gain the 15%. So before I end this call, let's walk over this. Let me see if I can pull up a spreadsheet for you real quick. And then we're going to end this call here. My YouTube folks, sorry, I kind of neglected you a little bit. I was looking at some charts as well. Let me see if you guys had anything for me. You got in a buy for CAD JPY. Yeah, just call that. So if you're in the buy, I think you should be fine. I mean, put your stop loss in place. And the worst that could happen is whatever you set your stop loss, that's what you risk. That's what you're risking. We risk no more than 3%. Okay, no more than 3% of our account. So the worst case scenario, this is what we're doing every day. We risk, and it typically is 3 to 5%. You risk 3 to 5% to gain at least 15 to 20, if not 30. This week we've already gained 30% on our account. If you were trading a 0.01 lot size and you were in GCAT, you made 30% this week so far, just from GCAT alone. Now we did GCAT, we did EUR JPY. If you were in EUR JPY, you grew your account. If you had a $100 account, you grew your account by 12% on Monday. Okay, so really this week we've grown our account by over 40%. The majority of you have been in those trades. So congratulations. If you were patient, you held on. Guess what? And it didn't draw back a lot. EUR JPY went straight into profit, and all we were waiting for that one was just a drop. And I woke up Monday morning and it was closed out. Or was it Tuesday morning? Well, one of these days it was closed out. I just know I woke up and I was excited because the trade disappeared and it was a lot of money. Okay, so you can do this all day long. Me personally, I only do one. My goal is I only do 1 or 2 trades per week. Okay, if I don't get my 15% on the first trade, I'll do another trade. This week we just had some fun. We did what, 3-4 trades so far. Okay, but typically I'm not in the charts like that. I'll give my trade, call it a week, and then we go to compound. So let me show you why I'm that way. So now I'm gonna go over the spreadsheet with you and why this is powerful. I want you to understand, like, we're doing some amazing things in the market right now. Okay, let me just pull up this chart here. Give me a sec. All right, this is the last part of the call. We're going to talk about compounding, and then we're done here. If you don't have, okay, let me quit all these. See, my computer might be going slow because I got so much stuff, got so much stuff open. So hopefully hopefully you've seen the strategy I just used, okay? I use the harmonics plus divergence, okay, as some of my checks. All right, I'm opening up my trading plan right now. So bear with me, and then we're gonna end the call. Yes, this will be available on YouTube still. So when we get off, this will be available. Feel free to tag anybody in it. If you are a part of IM Academy, okay, you understand everything that's happening. If you're not a part of IM Academy or you're not active, you do need the Harmonic Scanner to do this strategy. So make sure that you either reactivate with the Harmonic Scanner. We have a VIP group where I personally throw my setups from the Harmonic Scanner in, and I call when I'm entering a trade. So if you would like to trade directly with myself and our organization, Legacy Worldwide, then make sure you get with someone in the Legacy Worldwide organization. It doesn't have to be me. It can be anyone. And if you were invited by someone in the organization, make sure you get back to them and not me, okay? So if you got invited to this video and you happen to see this, don't message me personally. You're gonna message back to the person that invited you, and then they're gonna plug you in. You still get access to everything that we have. So you don't need to go through me to get access. You just gotta go through someone within our organization. All right, here goes our Excel sheet. Right now, our whole team, we're doing a 52-week run, okay? So together, me, you, and thousands of people are doing this right now, okay? So if you get involved today, so can everybody see the Excel sheet right now? And I think it's a little bit delayed. There we go. Give me 1 second, folks. All right. Drop a 1-1 in the chat if you guys can see, if you can see the spreadsheet. Okay, great. Okay, perfect. All right, so real quick, and then we're done. If you've never seen the spreadsheet before, we use it as our trading plan, okay? It's gonna tell you what lot size you should be using on your trade. So when we're looking at here, let's say you're running a $100 account. The reason I use 100 for everybody is because most people don't have that much money, so we say start with 100. But you can start with 1,000, you can start with 10,000. So what I'm gonna do is walk through 3 scenarios right now, okay? Now I'm just saying, of course, I'm gonna give you a disclaimer. There are no guarantees in the market, okay? Yes, are we profiting? We absolutely are profiting. Are we making profits? Yes, every single day, okay? But understand the market is risky as well too, okay? If you do the wrong things, you can lose your money. So this is why it's very important that you don't just learn off of YouTube. So just because you found this video, maybe you find my video on YouTube, just because you find it, there is more to the strategy. So make sure that you plug in, you get proper education, proper mentorship, proper coaching. So we are constantly looking at different ways to win in this market. So I want to make sure that you know, get mentorship, okay? And this is a portion of that. All right, so now that we have our spreadsheet here, I'm gonna make it bigger so that you can see it. I see that it's very small on YouTube, so let's make the numbers big. There we go. I believe everybody can see that there. So here we go. You start with $100 in your account. The goal is to make 15% per week. Guess what we did today? We made 30% this week, okay? So we made 30% this week. Man, I'm gonna show you different percentages because you may find that you may start making 20% per week versus 15%, or you may even shoot to make 20% per week. Now you're going to be capped. If you're only following my trade ideas, you're going to be capped on whatever I decide to stop at. So if I get 15% per the week, you may stop at 15% per the week because that's all that I'm doing for the most part. Sometimes I may do 30%, okay? So if you want to do more, I want you to learn the strategy that I'm giving you. I don't expect for you to just take trade ideas from myself or anybody else. I want you to learn what I'm doing so you don't need me anymore. If you want to run through the spreadsheet and try to do it in 90 days or 6 months, but of course using proper risk management, then you can do that, okay? Some people want to get in front of the computer and they stay there all day. That's fine. I have a lot of other things happening in my life. I have kids, a wife. I run other businesses, okay? So I enjoy just getting my trades in, knowing that at the end of my trade journey, that I'm gonna make $1 million or a couple $1 million after I finish, okay? This is a gradual thing for me personally. But let's say that you start with $100, okay? Now you get 15% for the week, you make your $15. After 4 weeks of doing this, you have $174 in your account. After 8 weeks of doing this, you have $305 in your account, okay? After 6 months of doing this, you have $2,862 in your account. See that? Okay, it's the power of the compound. These are the lot sizes you're gonna do. Now you can do several things. You can split this up in two different lot sizes. You can either twin trade, do one trade, or you can decide that, or maybe you just do multiple trades, okay? So 6 months in, 2,800 with $100. And then we go down to what, 7 months in, $5,000. Now the money's getting serious. You can see that you're increasing your profits by $3,000 per month. So here's my recommendation. When you first profit, take out a withdrawal just so you can see what it feels like. Then after you see that everything's real and you got your withdrawal out and it feels good that you made money, keep your money there and compound it seriously, okay? Have one account that you're just compounding because you want this to get big. So now you see that every month we're now making around your 6th month, you're gonna start making $3,000 per month. And then it doubles after your 7th month, it doubles that. You get to 15,000 and then 26,000 and then 46,000. Eventually you end up with $143,000 if you're in your account if you compound it. Now, are you gonna take losses in the market? Absolutely. There's going to be losses in the market, but that's why we only risk 3%, okay? Typically that is 30 pips. That's 30 pips for a 0.01 lot size, okay? Now, if you see 50 pips stop loss, you're risking 5%. That's okay too, long as you're not risking more than what you're trying to gain in the market. That's the key. See, we can literally, with 3%, we can literally lose 50% of our trades and still be very profitable traders. We will still increase our account by 60%. If we lost 10 trades, if we lost 5 trades out of 10, we would still increase our account by 60%. Okay, that's using proper risk management. Okay, so now let's just play with the numbers. With a $100 account, let's say you do 20% per week. You get in there, 20%. Now, you know, my scalpers, I love you. I used to be a scalper too. I no longer scalp. Okay, that's not now, but you can. I got some powerful tools on here that we use with Web Analyzer. We use the ECC 11 to do that, to accomplish that. ECC 11 you could also do for swing trading as well too. So I used to scalp a lot, but scalping requires some work. You got to constantly go in there for 10 pips, 5 pips or whatever. And so now I'm trying to make this happen, but I got to do it in 4 different trades. Okay. And I didn't want to do that. I want to just have one trade, get it done, out. And I'm not looking at my phone all day. And I'm not risking everything. Based off me scalping the market, is not going backwards and blowing my entire account. This is why I trade this way. Okay. So now we've raised it to 20% per week. This may mean that you need to just do 2 trades. Like I said, we've already got 40% this week, 30 to 40% this week. Okay. So now we go to the very end. Folks, look how the big change with 5%. Some of you are going to want to do 20%. Okay. Why? Because it gives you the 7-figure run. If you want to go on a 7-figure one and become self-made at some point, okay, this may take us 2 years, may take a year. You know, it depends on you. Okay, that's $1.3 million. Folks, this has been done before. Okay, it's been done in HFX. It's been done in Forex. It's going to take some people, it may take some people 8 months. It may take some people 1 year, it may take people 2 years. But here's the deal. What I've realized in this 2-year run, I've watched people come in and come out. You know why? Because they have a linear income mindset. Okay, what is an linear income mindset? I give you 1 hour, I expect to get 1 hour of pay. I give you my time, I want money back. And they don't realize that this is a market that flips, right? It's almost like an internship. You're learning and you're trading. It takes patience. This is why Warren Buffett is one of the richest men in the world. He says that the trading market, the Forex and stock market, you know, it's there to transfer money from the impatient, those who are not patient, to the patient. Swing traders are patient. That's why we go in the market and we wait. Give me what I want. And I wait for the indicators. I wait for it to give me results. I don't make a trade happen. I wait for trades to happen. Okay. And if that's you, or maybe you were in before and you were the person that says, I was the impatient person, I will add a linear income mindset. I'm going to tell you to reset. Reset. This is the only thing that I know today that can change any family's life, no matter where you are. Kenya, it can change your life. South Africa, it can change your life. Australia, it can change your life. You know, London, it can change your life. Right here in the United States, it can change your life. There is no market like the Forex market that can do it, that can do this. Okay. There is no other educational platform. I don't care. People think that if they switch the platform, it changes their education. No, it's your mindset. Okay. Listen, it doesn't matter what company you're in, doesn't matter what type of software you have. If you don't have the right mindset, you're not going to get rich. Period. Okay. That's the truth. And so our goal today, yes, I just taught you a powerful strategy, but it doesn't work if you don't put it into action, and it doesn't work if you don't change your mindset. Okay. So what I want to give everybody an opportunity to do when you see this video is it's a reset time. Okay. Do you really want to make 6 and 7 figures in your time frame? Yes. Okay. Plug into the education. What I need you to understand, guess how I got rich? I didn't get rich by accident. I got rich intentionally. Okay. I got rich because I had to put in a lot of work, a lot of sacrifice. Trust me, we have been through a lot of stuff. You know, just like everybody else, I've blown accounts. I've done everything the wrong way. And so this is what allowed us to really refocus our energy. And we realized that we had to develop as traders. I had to develop my mindset. I had to learn a real strategy, and I had to realize I had to pay the price, the law of process. Okay? Pay the price. Nothing is easy. Go through the education. Now, here's the greatest part. Let me give you exactly what you need to do right now. You want to be a good trader right now. I'm going to tell you the guaranteed key to being a great trader. Finish your education. Go into IM Academy. Go through. Don't speed through it. See, let me tell you a linear income mindset. When I say linear income mindset, I'm really just saying employee mindset. Okay? An employee mindset says this, right? I give you an hour, I get paid an hour. Okay, I'm gonna do the minimum work required as possible, and then I'm gonna go and try to trade. So what is that? Why I'm preaching this? Because it was me. We go into the academy and we do watch the videos, but we passively watch the videos. We watch the videos on the way to work, right? We just put the audio, we're not watching it, we're listening to it, and we think that there's gonna be some type of cue that's gonna say, okay, this part, and then you're gonna be a successful trader. No, learning in this academy is intentional. I took out a notepad and I wrote down notes, everything that was being said, oh, that's a key. And then I asked, folks, I got so involved in my academy that I was able to make a study guide. If you can't make a study guide from what you've learned from this academy, you ain't studying it right. And you're not looking at it as serious. Some people still don't realize that this is more serious than being a pilot. This is more serious than being a doctor. This is more serious than being a lawyer. Why? Because we're talking about a $7.7 trillion a day industry. Do you think that the Federal Reserve, the central banks, these top financial gurus are going to let you come into this market and just rip out $1 million just because? Absolutely not. No, you got to go to school and you got to learn. You got to pay the price. And so the price is simple. We have 4 series of education in IM Academy: 100 series, 200 series, 300 series, and 400 series. You need to go into that academy and you need to take down notes to understand. And I'm telling you, folks, I get to hear all the students who come to me. A lot of folks, they want to be told exactly what to do. Okay, I've completed 100. What do I do next? Complete 200. Okay, I've completed the 200 series. What do I do next? Complete the 300 series. Okay, I completed the 400 series. What do I do next? Complete 400 series. Okay, I'm done with that. What do I do next? That should have gave you everything that you needed to go into this market. Okay, go immerse yourself with the educators so they can show you how to take what you just learned in the academy and how to apply it. That's where I come in. That's where our academy comes in. Okay, so if you already went through the academy, some of this was breakthrough for your day. Some of you said you've already been through the academy and you got it. It was a breakthrough. You're like, whoa, aha, I got it. And your mind is increasing. Your lid is being lifted, right? Your leadership lid is being lifted, okay? The law of processing is happening. You're growing. And now we look at this, we take our $100 and we're able to make it to a 1.3 million, okay? Now let's just say we start with $1,000. Now I'm gonna just give you guys the numbers again. Sorry, I just hopped on that podium. Now I'm off now. Okay, did all the things I just told you just now. So I'm not talking really to you. I'm talking to the old Randy Webb. The old Randy Webb tried to get by in the trading space because I was successful in other things, and I paid the price. And today I'm telling you that it's just as simple as really finishing your education. Listen, if you finish that education, you go through the Go Live, you open up $7.7 trillion a day that you can extract anytime that you want. It's worth it. There ain't no other platform that's better than I am. I laugh. I see it. And it hurts me because I'm here to change lives and I'm passionate about it. It's not about me anymore, right? Me and my wife, truth, we've made great money and we're still making more money. And there's so much impact that I want to make in this world. So it's not about us. It's about all the families that we can touch honestly, okay? There's going to be a lot of people who are not honest about what it is. I'm going to be honest about what it is, okay? You got to work. And there is no other platform. If people telling you that I got this little auto trader that's going to make you a millionaire, billionaire, it's not true. You're not going to be a millionaire. You show me a millionaire from someone who allowed it to do it itself. Show me. There ain't nobody. I get people in my inbox every day. I say, show me your results then. Show me it. They can show me a screenshot of what they show me a screenshot. Of course, percentage. But till then, I haven't seen an account that's grown that made $1 million. I want to see your lifestyle change, okay? Right? They have a saying in Kenya, I forgot to say, but someone can say it on here. Okay. I want to see your lifestyle change. I want to see you saying that, boom, I'm doing this, how much did you withdraw? Okay. How much went towards paying off your house? How much went towards paying off your debt? How much went towards paying off getting a brand new car or changing your wife's life or going on a vacation? Well, did Forex money do that? That's what we're looking for. And until that happens, then we haven't learned enough. Okay, we haven't applied this stuff. So I know that auto traders are not going to do it. All that I know is pure education, knowledge, application, immersion does it. Okay, and I'm excited about for your next step in this equation here, folks. So $1,000 compounding over the next 12 months, 1.4 million. Yes, I want you to play with this. Go to legacyworldwide.net. Go to step 9, and you can download this for yourself. Step 9, and I'll show you how to use the chart. And we're gonna grow $1,000 account by 20%. Okay. Sorry, YouTube, if the sound got distorted here. I got a little excited. Okay. Yes, these are real numbers. So can be accomplished? Yes. You know, when I first came to this company. Now, disclaimer. I don't know Just want to get, I literally lost reception. I had to switch internet again, but we are done with the session, folks. Thank you guys for being on. We'll do this again. But my guaranteed schedule every Sunday and Monday at 5 p.m. we will go live on YouTube and do this again. Okay. So I'll train you over and over again. If you're not a part of our VIP group, get back to your closest Platinum 2000, or if you're not in IM Academy yet, or you need to reactivate, go ahead and reactivate, get involved with our VIP group, and let's help grow your accounts. That's all I have for you guys today. Let's get it. Peace.